You're watching SEC Softball on SEC Network Plus. The second-ranked Texas Longhorns back for a second straight day to host the Tigers of Auburn. Yesterday, a run rule victory for the Longhorns as they've improved to 3-1 in their maiden voyage through the SEC. Welcome into our live coverage, everybody, here at Red and Charlene McCombs Field. Lincoln Rose, along with the former All-American and Kat Osterman. And Kat are up too well. She'll try to square up Gutierrez here. Shot to the left side of Scott off the glove, and it will be an infield base hit for Trasvik. A good start for the Auburn Tigers. Get the leadoff batter on.
9 seconds to shortstop.
We saw Sitlali, a couple of appearances against Florida. It's a liner back to the glove of Good. No chance to double off the runner. Trasvik put one away. So again, we saw Sitlali the job. The 2-1 from Gutierrez. Adams underneath this one. It'll carry all the way back to the wall. It's gone. The hot bat of the freshman continues for Auburn. And Annalie Adams has given the Tigers a 2-0 lead in the first.
Auburn not being fooled by the off speed right now. This a pitch up in the zone, but just over the plate. Adams absolutely demolishes that one. Katie Stewart thought she might be able to get that one off the wall, but that goes.
Of the season for Adams, her second of the week now. And this one, a hot one up the middle. Good, able to handle it behind the bag. There's your second out. Runs in that comeback on Wednesday, including a grand slam. That's a slow roller back to Gutierrez. Able to recover, and there's your final out. Auburn brings 5 to the plate, 2 cross the plate as Annalie Adams gets the nod in the circle today against these Texas bats. Maloney will get it through. It's already her third hit of the weekend. Consider the table set for Texas. Tying run will come to the plate in the form of Kaden Henry.
On the flip side with Gutierrez not leaving it over the white, Texas will make her pay if she does that. A lot of drop balls and changeups from the righty.
Kaden Henry puts down the bunt, and if you do it right, that is not giving up a cheap out.
Get the ball to her pitcher rather quickly.
Scott waits for the 1-1 offering, will shoot it out to Smith. They are going to test the arm of Smith, and it's cut off. Wow, that probably should have been allowed to carry on to the third baseman. Woolers need a little better communication. Squares around to bunt, throw down to second. No tag, stolen base for Kaden Henry, and that erases your traditional threat of a double play ball.
You know, they've driven in 26 and 46 runs. No big deal behind Reese Atwood.
And as expected, ball 4. Bases loaded for Texas. Maloney on third, Henry on second with their singles, and now the walk to Atwood with 1 out.
She was competing against the best and was going to be pushed to be her best.
The 1-1 to Mitchell with bases loaded. Over the left side, chance for 2 for the Tigers. It will score a run for Texas. And part of me know they do get that third out. Your announcer lost track.
Gets there, that falls just short. Great hustle by the right fielder.
2-2 to Leck. And she'll drop it in for a base hit, making the most of a second opportunity there. Back-to-back inning, the Tigers have a single. Lessman running for Leck, who singled a moment ago. Texas looking to return the favor. Good Bennett to Simmons as the bases wipe.
When you're taking over a program as a new coach, you want somebody who has that role that can go ahead and be an extension of you.
Out of the glove of Simmons, Texas thought they were back in the dugout. So Roach puts a ball in play, forces Texas to execute. 6 straight SEC games through their first 2 weekends, even though there's some tight battles along the way. They're hoping to find their first conference win here in Austin. And a payoff pitch that pays off. It's back-to-back Tigers. Abby Smith joined her after the walk. So Roach in scoring position, Smith 60 feet behind her. Only third base unoccupied. Mac Morgan comes in, needing it out, gets an out. Auburn will strand 2.
Husband and wife that one's offensive minded, one's defensive minded. You go and get your first choice for a pitching coach.
Got the strikeout. Foul tipped into the glove of Lisenby. 3-1 offering to Simmons. Shot off the bat, but right into the glove of Peralta, 2 away. Nobody on. Texas trailing by 2 here in the bottom of the second. Wooler's able to handle one that finds her quickly. It is a 3-up, 3-down response for Isis Tresvik.
Attacks the zone and just keeps her presence in the circle.
Auburn Tiger leadoff hitters are 2 for 2 today. This one eats up Bennett, able to recover. Katie Bennett able to stay calm and get the out. Fight her into the lineup every day.
You see hitting over 450.
Opposite field, it'll get down in front of Maloney. As Adams, no extra base hit this time, but 2 for 2 today. See, grew up in Murfreesboro. Of course, that's right in the backyard of Middle Tennessee and the Blue Raiders. This one's shot fair down the line. Katie Stewart will track it down in the corner, struggles in that corner, and they will send the runner Womack home at the plate. She's safe. It's 3-0 Auburn. Couple of little things all adding up for the Tigers.
KK McCreary drives this inside pitch just right down the line past Mia Scott. She was off the line, so it was a bigger gap there than normal, but Katie Stewart looks like she's going to cut it off, but not being able to cut it off gives Mania Womack the opportunity to score. The throw home hits the runner, but that pinch running situation for Auburn pays off as they get the base running, knowing for her that they were going to have to try to make the tag play at home, just continue on to third because that tag play is going to probably tie your catcher up.
That slips through on the right side. McCrary comes home the final 60 feet. It's another crooked inning for Auburn.
Another inside pitch, and Wooler's just able to get that past the diving Bennett. Texas playing in because there was a runner at third to be able to cut her down at home. So Bennett's range less on that play.
Mac Morgan still needs 2 outs to get out of this third inning. And Leck, I would say, gets to run the bases for a second time. They ran for her last inning. She and your daughter in the same class?
Yes.
Big cut. Strikeout for Mac Morgan after 4 straight Tigers had reached. 0-2 offering. Left side, and it'll continue for the Tigers. They'll strike for a third here in the third, and the throw off the line will grant an extra 60 feet for Leck and Roach. Woolers comes home.
This pitch on the outer half, but Auburn just trying to keep it simple and go with the drop ball. She's able to lift that into left field, and Katie Stewart was playing over towards the line, which allows Woolers to score easily. Spins tighter. That's when it rotates off the bat into a ground ball.
Right side, Bennett will take a breath, toss it to Simmons. Auburn will strand 2, but not before they add 3 more insurance runs. Only to strand 2. And not tempting for Bennett. It is a leadoff walk. Second free pass today allowed by Isis Tresvik.
Barrel Tresvik up a little bit, so only going 1 time through the order. I have to imagine that might be the plan here in the next couple games.
Bunt down from Maloney, well played by Woolers. With a smooth transition from glove to hand. The sacrifice moves Bennett.
For Auburn in just her sophomore year.
Caden Henry shoots this one over towards the warning track, but Abby Smith able to track it down on the fly. 2 away. So Garen's football number 85. 0-2, Scott patiently able to pull it, but that'll do it. Texas will strand a third base runner today, and still have you.
As we were talking about earlier, with Kate being defensive-minded, Chris being offensive-minded, they got Riker Chasen, who was their first option as a pitching coach.
Return to sender. Tresvik still first out last inning. The second out was a bit more of a challenge. Peralta, this will carry out to right off the glove of Maloney, and it's been that kind of day defensively. Looking to take 3. The throw on line, but Nelia Peralta standing 60 feet away from giving Auburn their 6th run of the day. This is for Texas.
Yeah, Peralta going with this outside pitch with some power. Ashton Maloney giving good chase. It goes off of her glove, but it's that ricochet off the wall that allows Peralta to get all the way to third. Kate Malvo waving her on aggressively. Close play there, but Peralta.
With one out, the 0-2 to Adams. And a floater over to the glove of Simmons, 2 away. That's a big out. First time Adams has been retired.
Big out for Gutierrez there in the fact that Adams was
2-2 offering with a runner on third. Will it hang up there long enough? It does. Katie Stewart comes in to make the diving snag and keep Auburn from adding to a 5-run lead. Texas looking. SJ had 6 strikeouts midweek in that comeback performance for Auburn. 3-2, big gap up the middle, and Atwood finds it. 3 out of 4 innings now.
And it wasn't strikeouts, but it was a lot of pop-ups and miss hits.
Mitchell underneath this. And left fielder McCrary comes in as center fielder Smith and shortstop Peralta were all converging on that ball, 1 away.
Coaching ranks, she played professionally as well, an incredible hitter.
Payoff pitch. May have hit Stewart. Either way, it's a free pass. Would have been ball 4. Seniors oftentimes are getting their diplomas at home plate from their head coach / superintendent of those small school districts. And Simmons watches strike 3 go by, finding the inside edge of the plate. Guerin with her.
Pitcher in his own right.
The 1-2. It's better than good. It's gone. A 3-run shot off the bat for Leanne Good ends the drought for Texas. Looking to spark a comeback on this Saturday afternoon in the SEC.
Early, Leanne Good wastes a couple pitches on the outer half, and knowing that she went inside to Katie Simmons, absolutely goes after this low inside pitch. She tucks that right inside the foul pole. She knew off the bat. Texas back in business.
8-hole hitter with her 5th home run of the year. That gives way to Katie Bennett. 9-hole hitter Katie Bennett. This should do it. Woolers in foul territory, but not before. Texas puts their first runs of the day on the board. A 3-run home run from Leanne Good to score. Coach Weekly this upcoming week with Tennessee. As a quick ball shot back to Citlali Gutierrez, who again made the start, was pulled in the
Her drop ball and down in the zone first 2 years.
payoff pitch. Got her. First strikeout.
We were both calling the game as well, and her energy was something I fed off of, so that pointing kind of became a thing.
Lisenby's luck ran out. Back-to-back strikeouts. It's a perfect 5th inning for Citlali Gutierrez in response to Texas finding 3. That ball hit Maloney. Was she out of the box is going to be the question. Well, at the moment, they're inclined to say it did not hit her. I thought from our vantage point, which can be deceiving at times. We'll get tying run at the plate for Texas. Puts down the bunt. Only plays at first. They do get Henry. Well done by Leck, charging up and firing a strike over to Roach at first.
It's on who's finished, so when Mia Scott finishes here, she'll be up there with Janae Jefferson, and obviously her teammates going to have to continue their streak behind her as well.
Scott grounds out number 2. That moves Maloney down to 3rd. And Reese Atwood.
So a lot of times you'll see that first baseman up there that close as well.
With 2 outs, second intentional walk of the game for Atwood. And it's Jolie Mitchell who can try to take that personally. Mitchell, slow roller to Peralta, charging, will not get her. It's a 1-run ball game as Maloney comes home.
Well, Auburn went into a really deep infield with how hard Jolie Mitchell usually hits the ball, but she taps this off-speed pitch, and that is just slow enough that she can get down the line. Jolie Mitchell runs pretty well, so she beats that out. Our type of mentality.
Waited on it, but Trespik will be able to squeeze it in. Texas will strand two, but Jolie Mitchell with a 2-out RBI base hit brought home. 3 due up to face Gutierrez. 4-pitch walk to Rose Roach on base for a third time today. With nobody out. A little half swing as Roach has to hold it first. Simmons able to squeeze it in, out number 1. And a line out right back to the pitcher. That was Mac Morgan at the time. This will just get far enough away from Atwood to allow Roach to move into scoring position for a third time today. In a 9-inning classic earlier this season. Let's come on with a K.
Well,
Got her. Back-to-back strikeouts for Tegan Kavan. Comes on in relief with a runner on for Auburn. Retires the 3 batters she faces. Among the batters due up.
Get herself out of that with runners on.
Peralta to her left from behind the bag. It's just the second time today that Auburn has kept the leadoff batter for Texas off the bases. The payoff pitch. And a free pass. Well earned by Leanne Good. Bennett looking to tie up the ball game. They'll hold the runner at third. There's no, Bennett now is going to try to help Texas manufacture that tying run. Everything going the way of the Burnt Orange. Katie Bennett knew what she was doing.
If it's in the zone, being able to barrel it up.
Well, bloop into the glove and almost a chance to turn around for a double play from Anna Woolers, but they will welcome that second out. Caden Henry. Into the glove of Rose Roach. Little things have gone the way of the Tigers, and right now they're hanging on to that 1-run edge in Austin. On to the 7th. Texas has trailed ever since that top of the first when Auburn scored 2. And this will get down. Third hit today for Adams, her 4th of the weekend against Texas pitching.
Finally, Adams.
Over to second. Bennett to Good. Simmons, double play.
Ground ball double play. The pitcher's best friend, an off-speed pitch from Tegan Kavan. McCreary, hard grounder to Bennett. She relays that to Good, who turns it on. Good with such a strong arm. That's where Texas doesn't miss a beat this year. Pitches.
Third strikeout in relief for Kavan over the past 2 innings. Texas down to their final 3 outs, looking for a comeback, perhaps a walk-off in the home half of the 7th here at McCombs. Looking for their first victory in conference play. And Scott out towards left, and McCrary is there. Longhorns are down to their final 2 outs today. The payoff pitch to Atwood. She'll walk for a 3rd time today. She is your tying run on first base now.
That part of the plate, see if she can get Texas to jam themselves.
Mitchell towards the gap. It'll get down. They will hold Atwood at 3rd. Tying run is 60 feet away following the double from Jolie Mitchell. A wild pitch, a pass ball, a variety of ways that Wallace could consider coming home to score the tying run. K-Stu, say goodnight to that one. Longhorns with their first lead of the ball game for the punctuation.
You can feel the energy, feel the love, feel the excitement here at McCombs. Who needs a hard ground ball or a sac fly when you're gonna just take the first pitch you see out of the ballpark? Rough day for Katie Stewart, but she absolutely makes up for it with that swing.
A juxtaposition of emotions for the two teams. It's been that kind of year for an Auburn Tigers group in the SEC, which has seen some wins slip away for Texas.
Katie Stewart ready for that inside pitch. She just goes down, stays through it. 245 feet, 77 miles per hour off the bat. Katie Stewart ends this ball game for Texas.
So dangerous. 1 through 9, the lineup for Mike White. Atwood, Mitchell, Stewart all come home to score. For the Longhorns, their first walk-off winner in a conference matchup since